It's Saturday. I'm not sure why I continue to tell you what day of the week it is. You could be watching this anytime. But anyway, for me, it's Saturday. I'm sitting in a newly organized part of my studio. Yesterday, well, leading up to yesterday and then finally yesterday, I was all about going through every single thing in my studio, live, garage, house, and purging the projects, the undone projects, the things I haven't touched. There was kind of a rule formulating in my head that if I hadn't touched something in 2 years, I probably wasn't going to finish it, and it might need to go out of my life and clear up some space for what I am working on. And that was in conjunction with just realizing that I'm 73 years old, and even though I plan on living to be 100 and being perfectly healthy up until that time, and creating like every day up until the day I take my last breath, that's 27, really 26, because I'm 73 and a half. Anyway, you get the idea. 26 years left to do everything that I thought I might do in this life, which was a lot. But now I'm sort of coming to the conclusion, I don't want to do everything. I want to paint. I want to keep doing these YouTube videos or having a means to share my creative spirit and my and hopefully inspire others to take a creative path if they so choose. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. This area back here was a mess. It had bookbinding stuff, jewelry making stuff, collage making stuff. I counted over 400 frames. Now that's pretty excessive, particularly considering that I don't frame much of my work. My work is usually on canvas. I rarely do something that I put in a frame. I almost never do something that I put in a frame under glass. And yet I have all these frames. So anyway, I entered the studio yesterday, determined to pick up everything in this corner, take a look at it, let it go if it didn't fit under the painting umbrella, plein air and on canvas, and my desire to inspire and help others in some way through my art. So I knew there were things that I just had explored and I wasn't going to revisit again, or even if I did, it wasn't a priority, so it was taking up a lot of space and attention in my brain to even have the stuff. So I was already prepared when I came in here to gather up some of the jewelry making supplies and the bookbinding supplies and the collage supplies, and I'm looking around trying to think of what else, but and some of the frames, and let them go and refocus my time in life on the things that really matter to me, or the things that I want to explore and get better at still. I'm by no means slowing down and creating or quitting creating anyway. I just don't have the same desire to do everything, like sewing. I love to sew. Once upon a time, I kind of burnt myself out. I had a sewing machine here. I had a lot of fabric because I thought I might someday make a journal that might require some fabric or the sewing machine or whatever. I haven't done it in the over 2 years that I've been in this studio. So, and I actually haven't even used that sewing machine in the 4 to 5 years, I think, or something like that, that I've been in Portland. And in trying to remember when I did use it, I can't. So it went away. The resale shop loved me yesterday because I took 2 loads of stuff in my car to them, and I gave a bunch of stuff away in other other means. So, but I had this rule that if I hadn't worked on a project in, I think I was thinking 2 years was kind of the cutoff date. If I hadn't picked it up in 2 years, if I hadn't worked on it, if it didn't like inspire a desire, a really strong desire for me to work on it again and to come out of its hiding, when I found it, it was going away. But and then I found a treasure, I think. I was so surprised to see this. I know somewhere I knew it existed. I had already sort of thought that I might have gotten rid of it. I'd already decided I wasn't going to revisit that, and that it was a done deal. It was, you know, history, not going there. And then I opened this tub and I picked it up and I loved what I saw, and I knew what my next art adventure was going to be. Let me show you just a little bit of it, and tell me if you think it's worth revisiting. I know it's going to be a little bit of a commitment, and it might take me away for some other projects in order to see it through, but I'd like to wrap this one up. I'd like to see it completed. For me, that means in some kind of book form. And let me know what you think. Okay, so I have a grown married granddaughter who used to stay with me a lot when she was tiny. And I used to be inspired by her presence in my life to draw these little stories. And I started this project. Let's see if we can open it up here. Let's find out where it started. That was the title for it, Perfect Rhymes for Young Cat Lovers. And I made one for every, I actually didn't even get it finished. I started making one for every single month. These are not in any particular order. And so I picked these up yesterday, and I thought, oh, you know, it's like seeing an old friend that you haven't seen for a long time. And I still love them. I didn't particularly love the end result of the drawings, but I love the idea. And I had an immediate desire to redo these. Now, I'm gonna have to think about how I might redo them. Anyway, let's read a couple and see what you think. So this, I believe, was maybe, I don't think this was the first one. I know what the first one was. We'll get to it. This was September. Red and gold leaves falling all around make a pillow on the ground. Come and take a nap with me under the beautiful maple tree. So that went with this one. October. Come, pretty kitty, and your kittens 3, and dance the sunflower dance with me. Then we'll sit on a pumpkin, short or tall, and watch the red leaves as they fall. I wonder, could it really be true? Could it possibly be? Do leprechauns live in the hole in our tree? Bath time. Bubble baths are so much fun. I take one every day. I know I'm supposed to be washing, but I really only play. I think I should revisit this project and finish it. What do you think? It's going to require prioritizing some other projects or getting rid of some other projects. Maybe that's what I was here doing, and I didn't even know it. I was freeing my life of some unwanted things and materials and attention grabbing, sucking things, so that I could even discover what to do next. I might have just discovered it. I really want to finish this. What do you think?